when I first went with them, they had the spruce screws put up on the out of the water with Herman the German, the big crane that I was telling you about, the one they got from, they stole it or whatever they did. They got 2 of them from Germany during the war. And that's what they put it up on, and then they had security around that place. I'm talking about they put up fencing all the way around the spruce goose, and then they made a dog run, and they put tap dogs in there. And you had to go through fences to get in there, to a special gate with guards. And I went through it, and they covered it all. I guess I should tell it all. They covered it first. We covered it with tarps. The winds come and started tearing the tarps apart. So what they did is they hired a guy that was a fish guy that knew how to sew nets together, and I run him around in my crane because I had the longest crane to put these fish nets over the stuff, and so it couldn't blow away. And he'd get up there, and I mean, it was good for me because I got a lot of hours in there, you know.
Sure.
But it was kind of interesting to see it, and then I got to go in the plane when it was before anybody did anything to it. After we worked on this for so long, before they moved it into the building, it was over in Long Beach, which I never figured why they took it out.
What vintage, what era was this?
This is about, I'm guessing the spruce goose part was probably maybe the 80s by then.
Oh, it was in the 80s?
Yeah,
back
probably.
Then? Oh,
yeah, it could have been 80s. And, you know, time goes by fast, but 80s to 90s. I had a crane way back, so I had a crane a long time. So I remember going down there and getting that job and having the longest crane. I got more hours than most guys did. This was all done in so much security. I guess they're afraid somebody would steal or something. I don't know. Steal parts up. But why do you put guard dogs around a plane after they put it in there? I never got involved with it until after they set it. This was up before they moved it. And that's how I seen the car in that hangar. I was over there doing stuff. I was over there with the Penske's even. You know, they had a sale of some sort in there. I remember going in looking for something in the place, and what is that over there? And it's kind of, I seen it again. Oh, that's Howard Hughes's car. He's going to make it for the movies, and that's movie stuff. Well, that didn't really do much for me. It's movie stuff, you know. Half the movie stuff is phony anyway.
Right.
And I looked over there, but it was there, but it wasn't like it is now. I mean, it wasn't all really like the picture he showed me. That was
restored. You mean
restored?
Yeah, it was unrestored.
Yeah.
It was like this. This is the article that was in the Lincoln Collectors Club magazine, and you can see that it was primered and not. In that
yeah. It was nothing it wasn't a finished thing. But Lincoln, see, he liked Lincoln. It was a Lincoln car.
Right.
They called it a Lincoln car, as far as I remember.
Right. It was.
And then he made it and then he put that thing on the back because he was going to run cameras or something in there. That's the car. That's the one they made into the car that you have. Yeah, I seen the car there.
They'll take you on the tour where you can walk in and see the engines in the plane. You can sit where Howard Hughes sat. They have that tour too.
Yeah. The only thing I see about that stuff, I know what it looked like, and I'm wondering if they changed. This is just me.
Well, you'll know.
To know, because I know what I seen, and I know when it was rough, and that was right when they put it in there. You know, when they brought the ship, they called it an airship or whatever he called it, and put it on like out of the water, and that's where it was, out of the water, where the guard stuff was.
Right. You remember seeing this car right there next?
Yeah, I seen it right in the hangar. I seen the.
I just want to get Bob, his testimony that he remembers seeing the car. And Bob, I didn't pay you to say this or anything. You remember seeing this?
Oh, no. This is just, we got to talking one time.
Because it's important, because this car is I can just tell that he did it. You know what I mean? By the look. But anyway, and not only that, it was represented to me. It's been in Lincoln Club magazines, it's been represented as the Howard Hughes car. And
sure.
It's nice to have an eyewitness that's still with us that can say, absolutely, I remember seeing that.
And then you found stuff that he made it even better.
Oh yeah, we found
his
credit card.
A credit card, yeah.
And then also a pamphlet from Hughes Aircraft for some equipment that he made that was in the car as well.
Yeah, the guy made stuff. It wasn't so much how it looked. It's just he would do it the practical way. And
Right.
if it was supposed to be round and he wanted to put lines in it, I mean, I look at stuff that somebody makes like that, it's not making it for money or a robot doing it, it's somebody to do it. And then I looked at the plane, I don't know how you could even figure out that plane.
Yeah.
You know, how he had to be a genius in his brain to figure out stuff and make a car that I've always figured I've been blessed because
Yeah.
I can almost make anything I need to make, and I came from that school. Look at it,
Right.
and I look at it, but I got to look at this one after you got it finished. I looked at it that day when I seen him when it was over at Dale's,
Right.
and I never studied it or nothing. I don't even remember what we were doing. I think you guys were getting ready to leave or whatever at the time,
Yeah.
and I was just saying something to you, and then you left. And then I didn't see any more till he called me back up. That's super.
Yeah, that's neat. Anyway, what a.
But you got a good thing there.
Oh, you bet.
That's
No,
for sure.
no, it's the real
And
deal.
it's something to do with his whole. I don't know what the collectors and guys that like used stuff. I mean, he had airplane's a big thing to be a collector of.
Oh,
You
bet.
know, and then if he has a car and he has other stuff that he has, I'd love to have a whole garage full of that kind of stuff.